If you're looking to buy a stacked NBA 2K account with max badges and more, visit sportstnb.com. He has been in the community for years and has hundreds of reviews. Click the first link in the description to get your account today.
Pull up, we bustin', not for discussion. We play with drums like shit is percussion. Stay with a hammer like this is construction. Drink too much Henny, might shoot up.
What's good, YouTube? Mascot. We back out with another video. Today's video, we got the best perimeter lockdown build in NBA 2K20. Now, for my loyals, I did make a perimeter lockdown build about 6 months ago, but I decided to give you guys an updated version, a way better version than the one I put out 6 months ago. This build is really insane. It can do just about everything. I'm going to show you guys the best way how to make this build. So we are going to be making it a point guard for the maximum badges possible. I think you can also make it a shooting guard and probably a small forward. But we are going to be making it a point guard for the maximum badges possible, and this other stuff does not matter. That's personal preference. Now moving on to skill breakdown with this build, man. I personally haven't seen a perimeter lockdown made with any other pie chart besides the defense and shooting pie chart. This is the pie chart we are going to be picking. You're going to have Hall of Fame defensive badges, Hall of Fame shooting badges, pretty good finishing, and really good playmaking. Make sure you guys do pick this pie chart. Like I said, you're not lacking in any stat whatsoever. Moving on to physical profile of this build, man. Personally, I'm going to recommend you pick the all agility pie chart. Having this pie chart will give you the ability to speed boost, which I feel like makes this build that much more overpowered. I'm not 100% certain if the physical profile changes the build name. Like if you pick a different physical profile, it'll change the build name. On some builds, it does. So if you want to be safe, I would just recommend you pick the all agility pie chart. Moving on to attribute stat, make sure you guys do it just like this. So you get the maximum badges possible. You are going to max out your close shot. Also max out your driving layup. Same with driving dunk. Also max this out just like that. And your standing dunk, put this to a 39. So you get 8 finishing badges. Now moving on to shooting, you are going to max out mid-range shot, max out 3-point shot. Also max out the free throw, and your post fade, you're just going to put this up to a 57. So you get 16 shooting badges. Now moving on to playmaking, you're going to put your pass accuracy to an 80. Make sure you guys do not put your pass accuracy higher than the 80, or else it will change your build name. Max out your ball handling and your post moves. Put this to a 40, so you get 11 playmaking badges. Now moving on to defense, you are going to max out perimeter defense, also max out your lateral quickness. Same with the steal, you also are going to max this out just like that. In these remaining 31 upgrades, put that to your defensive rebounding, put this to a 75, so you get 19 defensive rebounding badges. And you guys can see, here's the build. You get 8 finishing, 16 shooting, 11 playmaking, and 19 defensive rebounding. You can add that up. That's a total of 54 badges for this perimeter lockdown build. This build is good in every single area. You got 8 finishing badges. You can obviously shoot. This build will be able to speed boost, so it's really good. And obviously, defense is absolutely insane. This is a very nice build. Now we're to get straight into testosterone, man. Body shape does not matter. Personally, I would just recommend you pick either built or burly, just so your player looks a little bit more buff, but it doesn't really matter whatsoever what you pick. If you want to look some other way, go ahead. It doesn't affect anything. I'm going to just pick burly. Moving on to the height with this build, you do have to make the build 6'5". I haven't tested it out making it any other height, so I'm going to just recommend you make the build 6'5". You guys see, you have a 75 ball handling, pretty good physical stats, 78 driving dunk. It's really nice. Make sure you guys do make the build 6'5". Moving on to the weight with this build, I'm actually just going to recommend you put your weight to the default weight. So meaning, don't move your weight at all. Keep it at 195 pounds just so you don't lose anything. Now, I'm not 100% certain if the weight changes the build name. Again, on some builds, the weight does affect the build name. You can test it out if you want to. Moving on to the wingspan of this build, here is a very key thing. Your wingspan, it can be any higher than the default, meaning the default wingspan is 81.6 inches, meaning you have to put your wingspan to 82.6 inches or longer. So if you want to max your wingspan out with this build, go ahead. But personally, I'm going to recommend you put your wingspan to 82.6 inches because I don't want to take too much of a hit on the shooting stats. As you guys see, when you max your wingspan out, you take big hit on your shooting stats. So I'm going to just recommend you put it to 82.6. You're only taking -1, and this is the shortest wingspan you can do to still have that perimeter lockdown name. Plus, you're not taking a hit on your ball handling. And that just leads me into something else I want to say. If you guys do not know, when you hit 99 overall, you get a +4 to all your attributes. You're going to have a 79 ball handling and a 82 driving. I'm pretty good. And your shooting stats, it's going to be an 83 for both of them. So that's really nice stats. Now let me just talk about the ball handling real quick. If you guys did not know, you need an 86 ball handling to speed boost. Now if you pick the Playmaker or Slasher Takeover, that gives you a plus 10 to your ball handling with Takeover. So all you have to do is hit 96 overall to get a plus 1 to your ball handling. So you'll have a 76 ball handling. Then when you have Takeover activated, if you have the Playmaker or Slasher, 76 plus 10, you're going to be able to speed boost at 96 overall with Playmaker or Slasher Takeover. Now keep in mind, if you pick someone with Takeover, like Lockdown or Sharpshooter, those do not give you high enough of a boost to be able to speed boost. So if you want to speed boost this build, make sure you guys do pick either Playmaker or Slasher. Moving on to Takeovers this build, man, like I just explained, you want to speed boost, I would recommend you either pick Playmaker or Slasher. This build cannot get contact dunks. You will have an 82 driving dunk at 99 overall. So you still have a really good driving dunk, but unfortunately no contact dunks to this build. So if you really want Slasher, go ahead. But I feel like the best takeover for this build is going to be Playmaker. Like I said, you want Slasher, go ahead. It will still allow you to speed boost and it'll help you dunk better. But I'm going to recommend you pick Playmaker. Now, if you don't really care about speed boosting, go ahead and pick Lockdown or Sharpshooter. Like I said, I'm going to recommend you pick Playmaker. And you guys can see, here's the build. You have built a perimeter lockdown similar to DeJounte Murray, Steve Francis, and Stephen Curry. Very nice build, 54 badges. Now we're going to get straight to the best badges for this build, man. If you guys do watch this video, make sure you guys do the like button, subscribe, put the sub count real quick. You guys can see 49,400 subs. We're 600 subs away from 50k subs. We're about to be halfway to 100k subs. So if you're watching this video now, you like what you see, make sure you guys do the subscribe button, turn on notification. Now we're going to get straight into the best badges for this build. Put us 99 overall real quick. Let me take the sub count off, give me a minute. Now you guys can see 8 finishing badges. Like I said, no contact dunks with this build, so keep that in mind. I feel like since you got 8 badges, you might as well do 4 silver badges. Definitely want contact finisher on silver. Fancy forward, slithery finisher. Now you have 2 upgrades left. Now there are a couple good badges you could do. Consistent finisher, acrobat, lob city finisher, giant slayer, relentless finisher. Like I said, there's a lot of good badges you can throw on for this build. It's really just your personal preference. If you think you're going to be catching alley-oops this build, go ahead and throw on lob city finisher. I think I'm going to throw on giant slayer. You are only 6'5". This badge will activate against any defender that's taller than you, but it works best against defenders that are 5 inches taller than you, meaning this badge will work best against 6'10" defenders and taller. So this is what I'm going to do for finishing badges. Moving on to shooting badges build, when you have 16 shooting badges, you definitely want your Hall of Fame quick draw for this build. Also recommend you throw on Hall of Fame range extender. Without a doubt, it's going to help you shoot a lot deeper and it's going to help you shoot better mid-range shots. Definitely want Hot Zone Hunter Hall of Fame. It's going to help you shoot a lot better in your hot zones. Now here's a very key thing. If you don't have your hot zones, don't throw the badge on because it only works if you have hot zones. 4 upgrades left. Now you could do 1 more Hall of Fame badge, but I feel like it's only right to do 2 silver badges because I do want silver green machine, so let's just get that out the way. Now 2 upgrades left. It depends how you're planning on using this build. This build can speed boost, so I feel like you will be dribbling, especially if you pick the Playmaker Takeover. Now if you're planning on spotting up with this build, maybe playing with like a 2-way slashing Playmaker, go ahead and throw on catch and shoot. I feel like it's either catch and shoot or deadeye. It depends, like I said, however you're planning on using this build. I think I'm going to throw on deadeye. Like I said, you're spotting up, throw on catch and shoot or difficult shots. Deadeye is also another good option. It just really depends how you're planning on using this build. Moving on to Playmaking Badges build, when you have 11 Playmaking Badges, I definitely recommend throwing your handles for days on gold. Quick first step, Space Creator is an iffy badge. I feel like you are going to be ISO in this build, so might as well throw the badge on gold as well. 2 upgrades left. You definitely want your Unpluckable on silver. Nobody likes getting ripped in this game, and having an Unpluckable badge will reduce the chances of you getting ripped. It doesn't mean that you will never get ripped, but it'll be way less often if you didn't have the badge. So I feel like these are going to be the best Playmaking Badges for this build. Moving on to Defensive Badges build, when you have 19 defensive badges, really insane for a point guard build. You definitely want your Hall of Fame Clamps and your Hall of Fame Intimidator. Those 2 badges without a doubt have to be on Hall of Fame. Now Pick Dodger, you could throw this badge on. Like I said, if you're playing point guard on the 2v2 court, you are going to be getting screened. So Pick Dodger is a good badge. So I think I'm going to throw this badge on silver. You can throw it on higher if you want. Like I said, I'm going to just do silver. 9 upgrades left. I feel like it's only right if you throw on Rebound Chaser because you have pretty much a max defensive rebounding and decently long arms. So I think I'm going to recommend throwing Rebound Chaser on bronze. You can throw it higher if you want to. I think I'm going to do bronze. Now Chase Down artist, you can throw this badge on Hall of Fame, but I feel like this badge has to be at least bronze. I feel like bronze is perfectly fine because it unlocks the chase down block animations. Just having this badge is super overpowered. 7 upgrades left. Rim Protector, it's going to help you get some blocks. Even though we didn't upgrade our block, I feel like having Rim Protector will still allow you to get some blocks here and there combined with Chase Down Artist. 6 upgrades left. I think what I'm gonna go for here is doing 3 silver badges. We'll see. I might change it up. Pogo stick, I feel like this badge has to be silver or gold. Actually, you know, thinking about it, I think I'm gonna throw this badge on gold. It's a really overpowered badge. It bails people out on defense, and since you're a two-way build, you definitely need pogo stick. 3 upgrades left. I think I'm gonna recommend throwing on your gold interceptor. You do have a max steel with pretty long arms. Now there's gonna be people in the comment section saying, why didn't you throw on pickpocket? Now if you want pickpocket, here's another good option. Take this down to silver, take this down to silver, and put this on silver. Then you got a pretty balanced combination right here. But honestly, I feel like pickpocket doesn't really work that good. That's just my opinion. As you guys know, like I said in every single one of my videos, if you want some other badge, change your badges up. You really want that pickpocket, go ahead and throw these badges down to silver and put on silver pickpocket. But that's pretty much it, man. That's the best perimeter lockdown build in NBA 2K20. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did enjoy this video, man, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. That's pretty much it, man. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Until next time, clutch out.
I'm feeling your energy, and shorty, man, she really into me. I got lots of enemies, and they wanna act like they friends with me.